Summer came in like a lion, that's for sure. That heat dome that's stretching across most of the United States, we're feeling it too. Now with this straw bale, we're gonna have to do some emergency surgery here. Check this out. With all the rain we've had, it's really started breaking down. And I've got roots in here. We need to do something about these big old fissures that have formed. Over here with our zucchini also, it looks like it's suffering a little bit. And this is my solution. You gotta love the dollar store. All their gardening stuff was on sale this afternoon. 2 for the price of 1. And I thought, you know what? I'll bet we can just shove some of this soil down in here. And that would help, like putting a Band-Aid on. It'd also help hold some of that moisture. But sticking my hand down in there, that is plenty dry already down in there. So if you have any kind of containers, or you're doing raised beds, and you got that heat, it's time to go ahead and start watering. Really start paying attention. You'd hate to lose all your work just because it got warm on us. I mean, aside from the dry fissures, our sweet potatoes are starting to climb. Our carrots are doing wonderful. The basil, we've pinched this one off twice. We're gonna go ahead and reroot what we just got in there. And then our tomatoes are loaded with tomatoes. But we want everything to keep going. Just gonna fill these fissures up with soil. I'm gonna pack it down in there. I never had it break down so quick. But now you see why we didn't put it right at the edge. That would have been disaster. And then according to this old guy, what solves all ills in the garden? Oh, a little bit of mulch. So let's go ahead and just put a good layer of mulch on top of that patch. That way the life has something else to chew on. And it's also going to provide for our tomatoes, our basil, and our squash. I don't know if this is the right recipe, but you have to do something. And this is my solution for today. All right, let's go ahead and water this in. It's amazing, we still have a bunch of rainwater in buckets, but our straw bale is dried out. Got to read your garden from time to time. Carrots are doing great. Now, yeah, we can look at this as a problem, or we can look at it as a new solution. I kind of think it's a new solution. We'll see how this squash does. But I am pretty excited to see the corn stood right back up. I think we might have a nice little stand here. With all the rain that we had, I'm surprised we got any artichokes left. They were laying down and they were looking pretty sad. But we got a couple that came back real good. I think this one's going to be okay. These other two are fighting pretty good. Sometimes it's a challenge, but are we up for the challenge? I think so. And then you just turn around and the sweet potatoes you grew from starts are blooming. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tomato and the basil we put in the glass the other day. Well, we might actually get something out of here. I bet that's a baby trombone. They call that a bugle. The tomatoes and basil that we potted up the other day are doing really well. Same time that we went ahead and topped these out, put those in the water. They've already rooted. We're going to pot these up. And I think probably Saturday or Sunday, I'll put the tomatoes in the ground. We'll mark them and we'll follow them the rest of the summer. You can do this too. It's still June after all. And I'm going to do this pretty fast because it's pretty hot out here. Now like this one, this is a great example where the leaves and the branches are and the roots all right here, but I'm going to go ahead and pinch that off right there at the ground level. Either pinch it off with the clippers, clip that, nice clean cut. And where those roots are, we're going to bury it up past that node. I've got these pre-filled. Just stick your finger down in there, stick that down in there and backfill, snug it in. I've got these on this tray so that we can water in the tray and let it absorb up in there. Now this basil did not root all the way up to that node, so we don't have to plant it near as deep. We still want to get all of those roots in the soil. And the reason I'm pre-potting them and not going to go ahead and plant them for a little while, especially with the tomatoes, we want as much root as we can have before we go ahead and put it in the ground. And by giving them a week, they'll give it a chance to establish. They'll be stronger. And this one rooted all the way, this one got a couple roots all the way up to the top, so we're going to clip that up and clean it up and bury it that deep. There you go. Just that fast. This one also has roots all the way up. We just pinch those off or clip them off. Snug it down in there. And one of the easiest ways to water is if you have a pan like this. Think this was a pan that you put your boots on and you come in the house, but it works great for this. Just fill that pan up and this will draw right on up. Before we go to bed tonight, we'll check. If there's no water in here, we'll refill it. And with the basil, you can continue to make plants all summer long. You can carry that on into the winter, then you'll have plants for the spring. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Stay cool, and God bless you.